Welcome to the JWK show. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys are having a great day. We talk about crypto news and we keep things short and concise. We have big news from the Digital Pound Foundation. We have the HKMA Project Enbridge set for minimum viable product by the middle of 2024. And this could pose a challenge to SWIFT, currently the largest method for international payments and settlements, and we should see the complete completion of the entire financial system by 2025, as the 1% have stated. Now we have China partnering with the BIS settlements to create Enbridge, which is what we just talked about. According to James Wallace from Ripple, XRP Ledger is one of the pilots being considered for the Enbridge model. So we literally have China using the XRP Ledger. That is absolutely massive. We have the diagram over here. You guys can pause the video and take a look, but we have this video as well.
Right, we're using the same technology that it's with the XRP ledger. The token would be the CBDC, right? So the central bank would actually create their own token, a digital euro, digital dollar, whatever the market is, and that becomes the digital asset.
So that becomes a digital asset. Keep listening.
The native coin.
The native coin, yeah. Now, where XRP could come into play potentially is when you're looking at cross-border CBDC. So when you have a digital dollar and you have a digital, real, or digital pound, you obviously need to have some way to interact cross border. Yeah. So I think the BIS call this a multi CBDC model. One of the ideas is you use a sort of a neutral bridge currency to go from one to the other, similar to the model I explained earlier, with our on-demand liquidity. But the core offering really is not XRP. There's no XRP involved. It's the native token is the CBDC.
We have RippleNet in Africa, a 24% coverage in 2023. Africa has 54 countries, and RippleNet covers 13 countries in Africa. We have Benin, Burkina, Cote, Egypt, Ghana, Kenya, Mali, Niger, Nigeria, Senegal, South Africa, Togo, and Uganda. And as the years go on, Ripple will continue to expand in Africa, eventually covering all 54 countries using on-demand liquidity. Now, Ripple Network spans almost 2/3 of the entire world. We have major larger countries such as Russia, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Kazakhstan, Argentina, Algeria, Congo, Libya, Sudan are not yet connected or have not yet officially confirmed, but we do have an update, and Russia is in fact now using XRP. That is big stuff. We can see Ripple's global payout network is monumental. We have 70 plus countries reached, and they all have access to the Ripple network. We have the diagram of all the countries that have access to real-time global settlement. Australia's central bank RBA info estimates that tokenization could result in saving $11 billion. That's annually and only in Australia. And this is why we are looking to tokenize every single thing. Ripple is looking to tokenize money itself, all the markets. So this is why XRP needs to function at a high price. We have the digital shekel, and this is Project Stella led by the BIS, HKMA, and the Bank of Israel, and it's about retail CBDC between two countries. So we now even have the digital shekel. And live CBDC transactions by the end of 2023. We had a major announcement at CBOS 2023. Switzerland will begin live transactions with the CBDC at the end of the year.
Actually, two other points, but the last one is, as an FMI, we need central bank digital currency. So today, an FMI settles in central bank money for good reasons, to make sure that we reduce risks and counterparty risk and have a bankruptcy remote assets for settlement. And we don't have that today. So in our case, we're using tokenized Swiss franc and tokenized euro, which is things that we create based on cash that hits our account at the Swiss National Bank, and then we tokenize SDX. So there's an exposure to us. The good news there, in Switzerland at least, is that we will be starting with real life transactions in CBDC by the end of the year, meaning that the Swiss National Bank will be the entity deploying Swiss franc in tokenized form, so CBDC, on our infrastructure for settlement. So that's a barrier that is lifted. It's going to be a 6-month trial to start with, but it's promising, and I think other central banks are looking at that, and I think it's really important, at least for FMIs, to play. And the last one is mindset. I think this is such a paradigm shift that it's very difficult for most people in our industry to comprehend what I've just explained in my first response, the potential of that technology. Because we're so used to what we do today that we sometimes tend to not be open or able to look at what the potential could be in a very open-minded way. And I think that's also something that will be changed through education, through...
That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.